Welcome to Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas. My name is Doug, and today we're going to dive into a super simple and delicious holiday treat, spiced nuts. So stay tuned. And here is everything you need to have for your delicious spiced nuts. I'm using a mixture of almonds, walnuts, and a little bit of pecans for my spiced nuts. I have approximately a cup and a half of that. I'm going to be using some avocado oil, and we're going to use a sugar substitute, Swerve, and I'm using, this is about half a tablespoon of Swerve. We're using 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm using half a teaspoon of ground cumin, and we're using a half teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. But I'm using a mortar and pestle here, and I'm crushing these even more because I want these kind of fine. And then we're going to be adding at the very end some dried cranberries just to give it a little tartness. All right, let's start making our delicious and wonderful spiced nuts. Now on a low heat, I'm going to be adding approximately a little more than a tablespoon of this avocado oil. And what we want to do is we're just going to swirl that around a bit, and we're going to heat that up, and then we're going to add our nuts. Now when we toast our nuts here in our frying pan, we're going to be constantly tossing them around with a wooden spoon. You don't want to burn them, you just want to get them nice and toasty. Okay, so we're going to add our nuts, and I am using, just to let you know, unblanched almonds here, and some shelled walnuts, and a little bit of pecans. And you want to toast this for around 8 to 10 minutes. So we're going to constantly be tossing this around. This is on a low heat, by the way. Now while that's heating up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix my spices here. So I have my Swerve sugar substitute, my salt, my cumin, and we're going to be adding, I think that's pretty good, that's a half a teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes, and even ground up a little bit more. All right, we're going to actually add our cranberries very last. And all I want to do with that is just kind of just mix that up a little bit. We're going to be adding these to our nuts when our nuts are done.
So I just love these spiced nuts. They are perfect for Christmas time, and they're great for if you're having a Christmas party or even a New Year's Eve party. Plus, they're great for movie nights, Christmas movie nights, or if you just want to give them as little gifts to your friends and family. They're just so awesome. I hope you give them a try. Now we are going to be using Swerve, which is a sugar substitute, but you can use real sugar if you wanted to. I just wanted to cut back on the sugar a little bit this year, but either way, they taste great.
Okay, so we've been stirring this on a low to medium flame, and it's starting to get very fragrant. It's been about 8 minutes now. Let's see, about 8 minutes. So the last 2 to 3 minutes, and you can hear it start popping. So when you hear it start popping, you know it's almost done. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our spices the last 2 to 3 minutes, and I'm just going to toss that in here. Make sure my flame is on a low now. And we're just going to toss that with those spices. And I'm going to just add a couple of dashes along with those spices. Turning off the flame now. We're going to add just a couple dashes of allspice and cinnamon, just to make it that more holiday flavors. And that's what you want. Yeah, this is perfect. Great color, not burnt. You don't want it burnt, just want it toasted. The aroma is fantastic. It is perfect. Look at that. Okay, next what we're going to do is just get our nuts and place them in this bowl here for now. And once they cool, I'm going to show you how you can package them and give them away for a gift. Now, while our nuts are cooling, I'm going to get my dried cranberries, and we're just going to add that to the mix. Look at that. And if you feel like you need a little bit more salt, or if you want to add a little bit more of that, the spices, the cumin, maybe red pepper flakes, you know, you can definitely do that. This is just a recipe that I came up with that I feel like just works for me. And once this is cool, I'm going to show you how to put this in a container, and you can give it away as a gift to your friends or loved ones. Or you could just have it out when you're having a Christmas movie night. You just add so much to the holiday celebrations. I'm going to let that cool, and we'll show you how to package them. Okay, so let's talk about some different ways we can give these as gifts. So I have 3 different ideas here. All right, the first one I'm going to show you with this little jar. Now, this is something you can give to friends or a loved one. And basically, you want to fill up the jar. Make sure the jar is clean, of course. That looks like a nice amount. And it has this really nice, and I got these jars off of Amazon, but you can use any jar, mason jar. And look at that, how pretty. And then we're going to get some, this is just some jute twine, and just tie it like you're tying a shoe, like that. And then we're going to add this really cute little pick. Remember, I told you picks are the thing. They're the bomb. And we're just going to add that little pick. And look how cute that is to give as a little gift. This even could be a host or hostess gift. But you can put this in maybe a bigger present for a movie night, a Christmas movie night, a holiday movie night, and put it in with like maybe a blanket and slippers or something. You're giving it to a loved one at home, and add this to the box too. So this way they have a little snack for that movie night. So that's one idea. If you're having a party or a get together, you can get one of these stands that hold these cones. And these are just paper cones, and I just lined them with some parchment paper, and just fill the cones with the nuts. Just fill the cones with the nuts like that, and add that to the stand. And when people come over, they can pick on the nuts, or you might have one made for each person, which might be kind of cool. So that's another idea. And the last idea is to get these cellophane bags, these clear cellophane bags, and just fill it with your nuts and cranberries. Don't forget we added cranberries to this. And put it in a nice little amount. And you're going to tie it. Well, first twist it. and then tie it with some jute twine again, or you can use maybe Christmas ribbon, however you want to do it. And it will stay very nice and fresh. And then you can tie this. This is a cookie jar that I'm giving my friend Teresa for Christmas that's made with some homemade cookies. And you can just get that and just attach it to this present, just as a little extra embellishment to your gift. You can add some spice nuts to it. So we have 3 different ways, and of course you can just have it just in a bowl and have it for your own movie night. But these are just 3 different ideas about how to present these spice nuts as a gift or if you're having a party. So these are fantastic. I've been munching on them. So good. Especially with that cranberry. Yum. Thank you so much for joining us today on Happy Healthy Living with Yvonne Douglas. Remember, if you want that homey vibe, you need to subscribe. And please give this video a like. Until next time, my friends, happy healthy living and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.